So hello everyone. Today I'm going to be filming a very exciting video, at least for me. So I'm going to be filming my first triathlon and I'm going to kind of just try and document the experience. So my first triathlon will be tomorrow. I've already raced something somewhat similar. I've done an aqua bike, which is basically a triathlon without the running. So now I'm actually going to do a triathlon, swim, bike, and run. Okay, so I just put the bagels in the oven. So I'm just prepping my bag. First, socks, bike gloves. Next, sunglasses. I love these sunglasses. This like reflective mirror. Goggles. To hold the numbers. Gels. Yeah, that's pretty solid. And I think it has like a good texture, but it's really hot right now. It's like that. It's like dense, but not too dense. This one feels really fluffy, and the ones that I've like lifted up feel relatively light, so it's still the night before. It's just about 8:30 now, and I'm just gonna get ready for bed. Bedtime. So it's 5:14 in the morning. I'm all kitted up and ready to go. About to leave now. 6 a.m. So the bike's already at transition. Everything's ready at transition. There's supposed to be a pre-race meeting, which I almost completely forgot about, in 2 minutes. So now it's 7:25. Probably got here around 6:40. So got my number, everything's there. So it is the next day. I had a really crazy day yesterday, but I think I'm just going to talk a little bit about yesterday's race. So I did a sprint triathlon. It was advertised as a 750 meter swim, 20k bike, 5k run. So I think you probably noticed I did wake up super early. Like I feel like I just was like either excited or nervous or some combination of that. I had a pretty early start to the day, which was pretty good because I still needed to do my hair. So I just put it in 2 braids. I did have a bagel pre-race and I had to put the bike on the vehicle to drive to the race. Everything else was basically ready for me, just to pick up my stuff. Oh, and fill up the water bottles and put Gatorade powder in one. On the drive there, so we left the house around 6. I think we got there around 6:40, 6:45, and my race didn't start till 9. I just had to be checked in, bike at the racks and all that I had to check in before 7:15, so it definitely gave enough time to do all of that. I had a decent spot for my bike. There's a pre-race meeting, had to listen a little bit about that. Then I went back to the car just to like relax a little bit. Got out, got ready. Like a decent amount of the other racers, I hopped in the water for a little bit. I did notice I felt like so cold. Maybe I was still like tired and kind of groggy, but it felt so cold when I hopped in. It was a wetsuit optional race. I don't actually own a wetsuit, so it was pretty good that it was not mandatory, so that worked out well for me. But I would say I was probably one of the few racers without it. But to be completely honest, swimming is my weakest discipline by far. I have gone to this lake quite a lot before, so there is like just like a section in the start where it's just super bad, and there was just so much seaweed. It's just like this, and the seaweed's all over your head and your face, everywhere. I literally remember seeing seaweed on me during the run. Luckily the seaweed, like I said, is just in a section near the start, so after you pass maybe the seaweed, then you're okay. I did find near the buoys where you had to turn, the water was a little bit cooler there. The bike went, I think the bike went pretty well. The only thing that I can say with the bike is on my Garmin, so I have a Garmin bike computer. I was set to training and I decided I was going to put it on the race one. One cool thing that I could set up is like it would give me an alert if my cadence was too low, and it gave me an alert when my power was too low. The only problem is that I never set up the screens, so I never had the screen for power or cadence. So I never actually saw my power cadence the entire time. All what I heard is little pings telling me, but most of the time it was power, but occasionally I got cadence pings as well. So I kind of just knew that like I have to push harder, you have to push harder, you have to push harder, which is kind of not necessarily annoying, but like you don't even know what you're doing. And I ended up looking at my power after on like Strava and whatnot. It was just like the entire way, like I didn't even have a section where it was like above a certain level. So but overall I think my power was a lot better than I expected, because like I said, I didn't even see it until today. So I did know that because my swim was so weak, that I did have a possibility of passing people on the bike, and in this case I just wanted to just try and gain some spots. I feel like when you pass people, you tend to pass them on the left. I spend most of the time just like chilling in the left side because I just were passing people. It wouldn't even make sense for me to go back to the right. So I felt like the bike went pretty good. My goal for the run was to have a better pace than my 10K pace that I did about a week ago. And I did end up managing that, just like it was supposed to be just like a slightly better pace. And I did manage that, and I was quite shocked because I didn't even, again, realize that until today when I put it on Strava. When I was checking my watch during the race, like sometimes it was telling me like you're going too fast. And I didn't even feel that bad. So even when I was going too fast, I just tried to like hold whatever that was. I realized I would probably end up like naturally going down anyways, but just try your best to hold it. I guess I did that. I did like 1 second faster than what our goal was for that, which I guess again shocked me because I didn't think I could do that. According to Strava, it was my second best ever 5K time. So I definitely think that there's better I could do in a 5K. Maybe there was a little bit more in me, because right near the end I didn't really know where to finish, so I started turning like a little bit too early. By the time I came back on track, I saw someone coming up and I was just like, I'm not gonna let that happen. Which is really bad. I just sprinted to the end, and I had enough in me to sprint to the end, but I really did, of all, like, I guess you could like rank yourself, of all the rankings, the run was by far the best. The bike was pretty good too. The swim was not so good. I feel pretty good. I'm really happy that I did it. I did it yesterday, and I honestly don't even feel like that bad today. That was just kind of a quick summary of my first ever triathlon. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye!